the woman I was just talking to, she was, the call went double the amount of time that I expected. She was talking about how the pattern of procrastination and how she would go into, she goes, you know how what it is when things are going great, you don't really meditate, but when things are going bad, you make sure you make the time to meditate. And I'm like, well, no, I don't, because that's not at all how I've ever been. But
you
I
can see,
understand.
yeah, you can see it.
And I mean, I see the people as a result of living that way who come in to work with me, right? David, one of the things that I know I want to, and have been, but I want to even more talk about, not necessarily right here, right now, but in general, overall, is the fact of what you said, that it is a process, it is a path, and it's not like something to turn to when there's problems, but living from the inside and understand. This is one of like the main goals I came back with after researching and writing What If There's Nothing Wrong, my first book, right? For those of you who don't know, the idea of, oh my God, this is behind my whole mission. If people in the West only understood the science of how subtle energy and consciousness works, there would be so much more thriving and so much less suffering. But we're still in like the limbo state of the old paradigm collapsed, and we don't have the new one fully there yet. And so that's such old paradigm. In my understanding and perception and intuition, it's old paradigm related, where we would only go for growth if there's a crisis forcing us that is pinching, like a zit peaking, and then you go to pop it.
Ew.
It's like a crisis forcing you to work on the popping egoic identity level of self that cracks that egoic level of self and causes you to look beyond the normal operating modus operandi you carry yourself as and through your daily life with that routine in the 30s and 40s, as you seem to be talking about. So getting to the point of understanding that crisis is required to force people to make the choice that others are actively, progressively, proactively making is why people have crises happen. If we're tuned in, then we don't require the crises because we're hearing stuff from our soul, who speaks metaphorically with our body. We don't need our body to start forcing us to pay attention to something because we're tuned in enough. So that's only one level of it though, right? From my perspective of the focus on what we're creating individually and collectively as humanity for our next new golden era, the understanding of what's showing up on the outside, I actually have an impact on. Not from the old self-help perspective that from the carryover from the 80s, and I think too the movie The Secret, where people's consciousness went with, oh my God, why would I have this thing, this bad, crazy, yucky thing I don't want in my life show up? Why would I have called that to me? What's wrong with me? What did I do wrong? What did I think wrong that caused this crappy situation in my life? And then they would use that opportunity to make themselves feel even worse, even more bad, and even more wrong, right? So it was this overstatement of the first initial insertion into the West of we are responsible for what is showing up in our physical lives. We have empowerment over that. And now it feels like we're at a different stage where, I mean, I never say, and I don't use the word never a lot, 100% of what shows up is responsible, we are responsible for, because I do believe in randomness. I've seen it. I do believe in karma kicking in. I've seen it. That is not created from unconscious beliefs that linger in our fields, the vibration of those that the universe reads, matches, right? On the day-to-day level of I'm tuning in, I'm taking right action or inspired action based on that, and I am tuning in and I am taking more. So you're creating your life from that vertical alignment. It's such a different existence than being mostly tuned into the outside world, not tuned into the inside world, and requiring some kind of crisis to force you to go inside. I feel like it's the old paradigm and the new paradigm I just presented back to back.